Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Uber's Road to Top 10. Thank you so much for the insane amount of support on the last episode. I really do appreciate that. This should be a lot of fun. I saw a comment that said, hey, you should bring back Stakataka. And I was like, okay. I'm not going to use the exact same team that I used when I showed it off. But I do think, personally, that Stakataka has such a great offensive presence in the Ubers tier, because under Trick Room, like its coverage is incredible. You have Steel, you have Ground, and you have Rock. Obviously, the Steel and Rock are Stab, and Rock is just so good in Ubers. Ho-Oh, Lugia, Yveltal, Rayquaza, just gone. Gyro Ball is, with Stakataka's incredibly slow speed and Beast Boost powered up. And then Earthquake is nice for Primal Groudon, as well as Necrozma, Dusk Mane, and couple that with like Tectonic Rage. This mon is, I basically gave the Stakataka description, and I'll do that at team preview, but I think this mon has such potential in the Ubers tier and has such great resistances. So before I spoil more about Stakataka, let's get right into team preview. I figured we might as well start off with Stakataka since I talked about it, but Stakataka has such great coverage. Obviously, access to Trick Room is amazing. And with that fairy resistance, it can actually set up on Xerneas, and with its great 101 special defense, it can set up on special attackers as well, like a Yveltal, especially if they're locked into Oblivion Wing. So, Grounding Z allows me to do a lot of damage to Primal Groudon as well as Ultra Necrozma, giving me a way of breaking through them. That way I can spam Gyro Ball and Stone Edge, of course. Groudon doesn't appreciate Stone Edge anyway, and Gyro Ball will do a lot despite resistances just because of its low speed. We're Lonely Nature with 15 defense IVs, because that makes our defense stat 397 as well as our attack stat 397. The way Beast Boost works is the stat that's the highest, even if there are two that are tied, attack would go before defense. So I get an attack boost every single time I knock out an opponent. So Stakataka gonna be our Trick Room sweeper. We're actually using a full Trick Room team, which is not something I'd use on the higher ladder. I'd use this just as its own, and then a few just offense in general. But I'm excited about this because it was only episode 2. Mega Diancie is the next member of the squad, giving us Stealth Rock, giving us another Trick Roomer, Magic Bounce obviously for opposing Deoxys lead. The defense is actually pretty cool because we can take like weaker Earthquakes. We have enough speed for basically Pokemon like Arceus that are not running they're not running max speed, they're running Adamant with HP. We actually have one of those on our things as well, like an SDE killer. We can also set up on Pokemon like Yveltal. We don't really care because of our natural resistances, but getting up that Trick Room and using our bulk. We're probably going to be using our bulk both in this form as well as our non-Mega form. And this also gives us a Ho-Oh check on our team too, which is why we're defensive, so we can take it on more. Cresselia is next from the squad, providing us with another Trick Roomer. It gives us Lunar Dance, so we can heal our Pokemon after they've been weakened. Mental Herb, that way we don't care too much about Taunt Yveltal. And I say Taunt Yveltal because we have Sassy Nature and Max Special Defense, and that allows us to actually take a Dark Pulse from Life Orb Yveltal. And again, Life Orb Yveltal sometimes does run Taunt, so we can stop that. Toxic is there, Crippling Groudon, Crippling Kyogre, Crippling Dark types. And then we have Moonlight, which is really nice for recovery, especially in the sun when opposing Groudon comes out. This is one of our Groudon switch-ins as well, with Levitate obviously being immune to Precipice Blades. Necrozma, Dusk Mane is our next member. We're using Weakness Policy because we are running max HP. And it's a Swords Dance weakness policy build with Sunsteel Strike and Photon Geyser. Photon Geyser gives us a way of actually hitting Ho-Oh. That's a big thing for Necrozma, as well as nice stab versus Pokemon like Kyogre. It's an offensive Xerneas answer on the team, as well as, Stakataka is too. And nice fairy resist for the squad. Arceus, we're using E-Killer this episode, and it's a standard E-Killer except for the fact that it's running Trick Room, but it's Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Extreme Speed, Trick Room, max HP, almost max HP, max attack, enough speed for Pokemon like Adamant, Rayquaza, if I'm not mistaken. But the Chopple Berry allows us to take a close combat from Marshadow. If we go for Swords Dance, we can actually stay in versus Marshadow, knock him out with +2. Shadow Claw, Extreme Speed obviously being high priority. Now, Trick Room isn't... Arceus is probably not going to click Trick Room that much, only if I really need to win the game. For the most part, I'm just clicking SD, Shadow Claw, Extreme Speed. So think of Trick Room as just whatever filler move you want it to be. This could be Earthquake, this could be Substitute, this could be whatever. Honestly, this could be Refresh. But Yeah, E-Killer gives us some sort of priority on the squad as well. And last but not least, we have a Primal Groudon that basically gets a KO under Trick Room. With Eruption being max power with Quiet Nature, we have Stone Edge and Precipice Blades, and then we have Swords Dance as our next one. I just want to real quick point this out. Some people were saying in the last episode, well, if you're running, why instead of running Swords Dance, why don't you run Hone Claws? That way your Precipice Blade connects, or why don't you run Earthquake? That way you don't have to worry about missing after being at +2. I'm going to answer both of those. One, Home Claws is only +1 for Precipice Blades, and that means that I cannot KO a support Arceus, which +2 Precipice Blades does. And again, that's the same reasoning for not running Earthquake on a Rock Polished Groudon, because you want to be able to KO those before they can Toxic you or hit you with an attack. So that's like the main reason. Obviously, you can run Earthquake if you are worried about it. Now, this team does have some weaknesses. Primal Kyogre, I got to be careful because I can't have Groudon in, otherwise it comes back in itself and just clicks water moves for free. It's really fast versus my team too, considering my team is so slow. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Let's get right into the battles. All right, guys. So we have a game. My opponent is running, looks like Sticky Web offense, so that's pretty solid versus me, obviously, because I'm running Trick Room. I don't mind E-Killer in this, despite my opponent having their Necrozma, Dawnwing. Sorry, I'm just thinking, I forgot the name for a second, but I definitely think that we just go a Diancie route because it stops Smeargle immediately and does get me up rocks. And I like rocks a lot for breaking Shadow Shield and things like that. Not Shadow Shield, excuse me, but that's the other one. So if I'm my opponent, I more than likely go for Nuzzle, which I don't really care too much about. They actually get up Sticky Web for me, so now I'm a little bit scared about setting up Trick Room. I'll be real. Okay, cool. That's a really good start. I don't know why they didn't anticipate. They have a Diancie on their own team, so I'm not sure why they didn't, or why they played it this way. I actually used this team a long time ago, if I'm not mistaken, but that was a really fast and odd game one. And is that where we actually are? Ooh, hello, user. Alright, so I guess we're 10-1. I feel like we're more than 10-1. Have fun, dude. So I used this team yesterday. I 100% used this team yesterday, so I know how to break through it. Okay, I forgot my Arceus. It's Arceus Flying. So they lose to Stakataka, just straight up. And my Diancie basically says, hey, have fun. My Diancie basically says, hey, your Deoxys ain't gonna do crap to me. So I'm gonna get up my rocks first. I'm planning on Trick Rooming up on the Groudon. My Stakataka doesn't care about their Arceus, and they also can set up versus their Xerneas. Appreciate you. Nice team. It's this is also part of the reason why I want to use this stuff, because I know that a lot of people are going to be using the stuff that I use recently. So I get up those rocks, and now I really just want to hit this Groudon. Because if I hit it, I basically Trick Room up and I win with Stakataka immediately. So I'm going to hit it with Diamond Storm. I get a crit, but yeah, they Rock Polish there too, which shouldn't matter either. I can actually Trick Room in their face, if I'm not mistaken. I also could have went out into my crest, but what I'm going to do is actually play this really odd. But I'm going to keep this Diancie alive. I should be able to live their hit. I know they're adamant, but I got +2 defense. I haven't played you in all these years of watching you. Hey, it's time for everything. Yep, I lived the hit. Nice. And what I can do now is actually go out into my Necrozma. I want to say I live this hit, and I get my... That kind of sucks that they missed that, but it is what it is. I want to keep Diancie alive because it means that Deoxys can't do crap, and plus I can always bring it back later as well. And basically I want them to go for Precipice Blades. It sucks that they missed it now because now I get this ability activated. Hey, first time for... Okay, let me keep my thoughts to myself. Anyway, they don't have a Sunsteel Strike switching, so I'm going to be able to get rid of Groudon. That's what he said. But I basically get 2 KOs for free here. And if they actually go Salamence, I win the game with SD Arceus as well. So I think this is just a matchup that I can't lose. I just Sunsteel Strike here too. I was thinking about saving this, but because I win the game with Stakataka, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Like, whatever they got into, they can't get a boost with either. This is an odd switch because I literally always go Deoxys and stop you. Yeah, I think this was not the right play that my opponent can make. They should have went Salamence or Naganadel. Now, if they went Naganadel, I was always going Cresselia. But now they kind of just lose to me clicking Trick Room again. It's alright, though. As I can tell by my opponent's name, they play Yu. Unless they were trying to spell Hulk, and the Hulk is taken, which it makes sense. But I'm pretty sure they play Yu. So, that's okay. You don't really see Mega Diancie and Yu. Is it why? Is it why did he click that? He's talking to himself. Anyway, I get the Trick Room up here. As he goes Naganadel. And I'm going to start winning with my Stakataka now. I'll be sad if I get burnt, but that's okay. And dude, them going Salamence is not going to save them. This is Stakataka. Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. This is Stakataka. This boy is in. This is what I wanted to win with. He's in. This is the chimney, man. I'm gonna be honest. I did have a really good matchup just because, first off, I use this team. Secondly, the reason I picked this team right now is because I know what team I used yesterday. So if I fight any of it, I want to have the win. Their best way of breaking through me is kind of trying to... okay, bro. Is kind of trying to break through me with Groudon, but that's why I stayed in to get a little bit of damage, because then... Thank you, bro. I stayed in to get a little bit of damage. That way I could KO it later with Stakataka's Tectonic Rage. And then just Gyro Ball through his entire team. I knew that Arceus Flying and Xerneas would both give me a Trick Room, because that Xerneas is not Focus Blast, it's HP Fire Thunder. I know that the Salamence had Earthquake, but that's okay. I had options for that. And I had SDE Killer as well, which could win too, so. Unfortunately, I have to kind of like wait. I don't know if he's forfeiting right now, or if he's like writing something, but GG. Oh, all good. I already know I did IO next, but my points haven't been updated, which makes me sad. Why am I in the lobby? Get out of there. Alright, so 2 games down. Relatively quick. The first one wasn't even a game. Second game, we can, I mean, again, same thing, but we can Groudon, open up that door for, just really open up that door for my Stakataka. I love Cresselia in this as a lead because it deals with Groudon. It gives me that Toxic. And if they land Kyogre, I could always go Groudon as well. Groudon under Terrain also wins this game. So there's like a few ways I can win this. But I 100% go for Rocks here. Nice. And I think I just Trick Room. They get up an SD, but I don't really care too much about that, I think. Diancie can switch in on you. What's useless in this game? Necrozma is... Necrozma actually does look very useless, I'll be real. I want to keep Cress alive because it can Trick Room up on Naganadel as well. At the same time, Diancie is decently useless. That's fine. If they press his Blades, that's good. They go for Stone Edge, which I will be able to live because of my defensiveness. And I'm slower than them, guaranteed. So I'm going to stay in regular form, get up my Rocks, and basically just say, hey, I'm going Stakataka now. I'm killing a Pokemon. Doesn't matter what it is. You can switch out, but that doesn't matter either. And Stakataka only dies to 2 Pokemon on their team. So, yep. Go ahead and give me that Groudon. Great. I get my Beast boost as well. Beast. And whatever comes in is going to go down to this Beast. I believe I quite literally click Gyro, Tectonic Rage just because it doesn't miss. It's +1. Plus this Kyogre is a problem too. Yeah, as I mentioned, Stakataka just does not care. Stakataka does not care, and I can trick him again up on Naganadel, so that's really good. Marshadow comes out. I can use you. I want to keep Stakataka because Stakataka. I want to use Stakataka to win. Get in my Necrozma as their Life Orb, which is good for me. I know that I can easily go out into E-Killer after and knock him out. And I say E-Killer because I have the Choppleberry. So I like E-Killer here. And I'm actually killing them over going for Trick Room. Well, I mean, I probably should have went for Trick Room, but I'm pretty sure my Crest can Trick Room up on anything. So I think that knocking them out was the better play for me there. And again, I'm pretty sure my Crest can just Trick Room up on this as well. So we Trick Room right now. As they Combined up. And I go for Swords Dance because if they basically kill me, I get in Stakataka and I kill everything with Gyro Ball. Yep. This is one of the cool things about it. Like, now they're forced to attack me. And look who's back. I'm assuming they had Earth Power as well. Or maybe Refresh. Give me one. I also want to say that Ho-Oh dies. I'm going to click it. I'm clicking Gyro Ball and Ho-Oh. I'm clicking Gyro Ball and Ho-Oh because I'm pretty confident that it dies. This is a +1 Gyro Ball. Ho-Oh is going to be at 50%. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to count. Crap. They went not going to Dell. They might think I Earthquake. I'm literally clicking Gyro Ball again, by the way, versus Ho-Oh. You better be Earthquake. No. Alright, we'll Trick Room here. Is that Scarf? Hey, Stakataka ending it with another Gyro Ball. Not bad. That's crazy though, how much that did. That did 45%. Good game, dude. Alright, nice. Let's keep going. We can. I love the lower ladder as well, especially when I'm using offense like this, because I can just get so many games quickly. Now, very threatening team, for sure. Skyman, I do not like dealing with that. Very weak to Stakataka. I mean, that's everything in Ubers. That's why I'm using it. I'm an IO next now. I'm not going to do it when I end. So Skyman is a problem. That's certain. So is Kyogre, which is why I can't lead off with Groudon because I need it in the back. Groudon also sweeps under with rocks up and under Trick Room. So we're gonna go the Diancie route here, and I'm going to Trick Room up first in front of you, just in case they go Magearna or switch out to whatever. I'm gonna Trick Room in regular form as well. That way, because I don't think I actually died to Earthquake. I don't, and I want to kill this. Yeah, I definitely don't die to Earthquake because I just realized I'm a defensive one. So we'll get up rocks here for Salamence as well as the Lugia. I'm dead. That is unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. Bro, I want to say I just click Eruption right now. I want to click Eruption so badly. And the dude stayed in the Earth Power me, so that's fantastic. Not only did I give him Flash Fire, but alright, so I would think that he would keep this alive because it's a Gyro Ball resist. Then this doesn't really count. This is that dude. Okay, I'm getting devoured. I am getting absolutely destroyed here. And it sucks because he's not going to switch ever. Well, let's Lunar Dance into my boy. Gonna attempt to kill this time, and I think I'm gonna have to. Dude, I missed on top of that. Are you kidding me, man? I need this to die. I don't care how my opponent's playing. I need this to connect. Watch him switch too. I hope I crit Salamence if it comes in. All right, cool. So he still gave me Heatran. So there's still I still have a chance of winning. I definitely do. Obviously, Kyogre just got a little bit scarier for me to deal with. By a little bit, I mean a lot. I'm gonna keep you safe, Groudon. And we're gonna get. I'm gonna keep you safe, Groudon. I'm gonna keep it as fodder just because I need it for Kyogre, like as a switching, and just get in my Necrozma. Now, if the Salamence does opt to go for Earthquake here, it won't be able to knock me out. I can Trick Room up as well and do a little bit of damage. They go Kyogre. I need damage on you as well for Arceus, because Arceus can also win now that you've decided to revert to whatever form you're in. Oh my god, that did so much. Ooh. Give me a Pokemon now. Sunsteel Strike claims a KO. Okay, so I think that E-Killer can also do it, especially if they give me Lugia this turn. Or next. I don't really care about Magearna hard swapping either. But yeah, Sunsteel Strike. I basically claim 2 more Pokemon with this. I really don't care about this thing getting its boost. I don't think it can kill Stakataka with anything. So I'm going to click my Sunsteel Strike one more time. And he doesn't even opt to hard swap. He actually just gives me his Magearna. Beautiful. Okay, so E-Killer can win as well as long as I'm not flinched to death. And Stakataka can also get it too. And it looks like my opponent has given up their option of flinching me to death here. So I'm just going to go for another Sunsteel Strike. Get rid of the Shaman. Unless the Shaman has Quick Attack like the one that I used versus that Scizor that one time. And I'm assuming Salamence is going to come out. They go Lugia. We'll just go for Trick Room here. As they have Thunderbolt. Dude, are they Earth Power, man? If they're Earth Power, they're Earth Power. If they're Earth Power, they're Earth Power. That's it. Dude, no, get out of here. You're dying, my friend. And then I'm killing Lugia with Gyro Ball, too. Get out of here. Thank you, Stakataka. Clean up. So I definitely messed around with their Heat Ran a little bit too much, but I thought they'd value it more just because this was the end game I saw in my mind, right? I saw Stakataka clicking Gyro Ball and winning. You guys already saw from last time that on the Kyogre, all I needed was Stealth Rock and +1 to knock it out with my Z move. So that's why I thought they'd value their Heat Ran a little bit more. First off, Diancie could have had Earth Power and just knocked it out. Groudon could have just clicked Pressure's Blade and knocked it out. So I thought they'd value it more. And that was my own assumption, and it almost lost me the game. But then it didn't, so haha. Ooh, okay, Rocks up, Stakataka is okay, but Groudon is the one that I think I try and win with. I still go my Diancie lead. I want to say I go Groudon into Cresselia. But if they get if they glare with this mon, it gets so much more annoying for me. I'm gonna actually attempt to just Rocks up here, and go towards the Groudon endgame. Yeah, so I'm okay with this. I get in Groudon now, and I can just click Eruption, and Eruption kind of just deals with something. The other play I can make is actually switch out into my Necrozma, which is really good versus them. But I'm gonna click Eruption because Eruption basically it claims a KO. I don't think Rayquaza dies though because of its ability. Yeah, but it's very, very weak and sick. I'll go Necrozma here, keep you alive, Waterfall, whatever. It's Life Orb, set up a Trick Room. Going to hurt something now. And by that I mean I'm going to die. Alright, so if they go Zygarde, it does a lot versus me. Oh, Cresselia gives me the only out versus Zygarde. Scizor, but I don't think I can't go Groudon because if they get in Kyogre, I'll be slower than it, but it'd still be a threat. I think I either go E-Color or I go Cresselia. I'm gonna go Cress. And we're just gonna Trick Room up here. Trick Room up, I bring in Groudon, I click Swords Dance, I click Presses Blades, I kill Pokemon. That's what I think is gonna happen. They try to predict my Groudon. That's fine. As long as Cresselia is alive and can Trick Room, I can always heal back up my Groudon, so that's good too. Obviously, this Pokemon is going to hurt me. Nice. I think I Swords Dance now, and I just click. I get 2 KOs, but I need this. I need these 2 KOs. Bro, are you serious? Come on, Roar? Are you Rest as your last move? Darkrai. Oof. I don't think E-Killer is necessary. But getting a Toxic off on Darkrai is really nice too. It means I don't need any boost to knock it out. Not that I did anyway. Is PokeaimMD going to blow me back? I know I'll live that. Thank you. Okay, so I want them to KO me. That way I can get in my my Stakataka. And just click Gyro Ball. I don't think Scizor beats me. Like, it's annoying, but as long as I get a Beast Boost, I don't think Scizor beats me. I also don't know if Zygarde dies. And I'm kind of going towards the end game of Groudon just winning. They shouldn't have sacked Dark right there. I think they should have won Scizor. I'll be real, but... let's see what else happens here. We're just going to Stone Edge. His +1. Oh my god, the damage. That did nothing, man. That's so good. Maybe... No, I couldn't Trick Room into Trick Room again. Because that Zygarde is what's scaring me. That Zygarde's what's scaring me. Damn. Okay. So they click Earthquake here. I get in Cresselia. I definitely Toxic first over Trick Rooming. Okay, cool. So I'll be able to live this one hit. Trick Room now. Yep, they're Life Orb as well. Awesome. So I Trick Room now. And then I Lunar Dance into my Stakataka, assuming they don't use speed again. Now I get in Stakataka and click Gyro Ball. And pray that I have enough to win, because both of these Mons will knock out. Especially Zygarde would knock me out. I know, that was a crit, guys. That was actually a crit. So, they're more than likely going to go Zygarde. If they're offensive, I think they die. I do think Zygarde dies to this. This is essentially Choice Band. Come on, my friend. There we go. Look at Stakataka. That's a Zygarde at almost full HP. Stakataka did it again. My boy. I could click Gyro Ball and it might actually KO Kyogre, but if it doesn't, I really don't want to lose because I mispressed his blade. So we're just going to click Tectonic Rage here. Ah. Good game. I just realized my opponent had Whitney as their avatar. So what they should have done, I think, was just gone Zygarde or Scizor eventually on Stakataka, but my gosh, I did so much to them. I did so much. Woof. Gotta look for another game. We are climbing with this team. I'm liking it. Ooh, okay. Genesect, not a big fan of that matchup. Not a big fan of the Genesect matchup. Because I don't have a good lead versus it, I feel. Arceus can win this game. I think I have to go the Groudon route and just click Press his Blades because my opponent doesn't have a ground immunity. Because basically if they lead Genesect and I lead Diancie, I don't like that. Right? But then again, you know, even if they sack it, I can go to Groudon anyway. Let me just go Diancie. It's fine. They lead Marshadow, so I'm going to be able to just Moonblast here in regular form. I'll take a close combat for sure. I do value Rocks here for chipping away at Groudon. It actually does if it's offensive Groudon, it does the damage I need, but I don't mind them going Aegislash as well. And what I'm going to do is just Mega Evolve and get up my Rocks in front of this thing for Groudon, for Genesect. If they want to go for Toxic, if they go for Gyro Ball, Flash Cannon, so be it. I believe now I can just get in my Arceus and SD. Are they going to Sacred Sword me? Because I'll be really sad if they do have Sacred Sword. They should... I want a Trick Room for Stakataka because I think they'll King Shield. Nope. Well, I might have just lost multiple Pokemon for no reason. But I still think Stakataka can win. I wanted to do that because if they King Shielded, I basically, if they attack me next turn, I kill them because they're faster than me, and then I outspeed Marshadow and a lot of their team. This sucks though because Sacred Sword just kills a Pokemon now. I'm really trying to predict. I'm on low ladder. I should just be going for my own win con and not trying to predict my opponent. Stakataka still claims like 1,000,000 kills in this game, and I haven't sacked the pieces I need. I still have Groudon, so I deal with Genesect and Kyogre. I still have Cresselia, so I can trick him up on everything. Though I am weaker to Necrozma, the Dawn Wings. What are you doing here, bro? Attack me. Trick him as my highest priority. Maybe he'll go for Flash Cannon instead. Or he's just inviting his friends. Stakataka, I choose you. Thank you. Alright, so I got the +1, so I'll be able to knock out basically every Pokemon on their team with this thing. If they go Groudon, I Tectonic Rage. Kyogre, I can Stone Edge. Well, I mean, Kyogre, I also Tectonic Rage. I think Groudon, I would have to Earthquake after as well. Marshadow dies to Gyro Ball, and if they pivot into it, nothing comes in on Gyro Ball because this is +1 boosted. So I'm good with Marshadow dying. Ooh, that's amazing because now that's basically I click double here. Like double gyro ball and I pick up a KO. And I don't think there's a position where I actually hate. So with that being gone, they can then go Marshadow. Now, I do think Necrozma is the weakest link. I don't want them close commenting. They Drain Punch. Trick Room. I believe I'll live this because of my ability to. Get in my Trick Room, nice. Shadow Sneak would knock me out, but them being Drain Punch, I don't know if they're Focus Sash. This doesn't matter. I might just be able to kill everything with this. I killed the mon that basically forces me out. They go Groudon, I weaken that so much as well. They go Necrozma, I hit that boy up with a Sunsteel Strike. Weakening this is always worth it, and I don't lose to Genesect because I have my Groudon in the back. Now, I'm still very worried about their... Nice. Still super worried about this Pokemon, though. But I think that big old Stakataka doesn't care. Click my Gyro Ball here, pick up my KO, get my +1. This Chimney has been sweeping. It has been doing nothing but sweeping. Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight. And then I click Trick Room again versus the other one just in case. Though I'll be able to knock it out anyway, but I click Trick Room just in case. Oh, the Ultra Burst is... I'm dead. Right, Trick Room here is they have Moongeist Beam. Yep. Toxic just so they're in range of... Toxic just so they're in range of Press's Blades. In case they're more of a support set. Alright, so, I mean, I would very much like to hit this Press's Blades right now. Though, does Eruption kill Ultra Necrozma? Hold up, it might. Necrozma. 60 to 71. Not enough. So I have to click Press's Blades now. We do manage to connect and we're able to win. Good game. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, so that was a fun one. Again, that's what I expect a lot when it comes to me using Stakataka. I'm going to end it on this one as opposed to keep going. But that was a lot of fun. Stakataka put in a ton of work and we ended up climbing the ladder. We got no losses today. I'm actually trying to wait for when the little update is right there. But I guess I just want to see where we are. Whoops. Is that where we actually are? Okay, so we're 15-1, 1340. That's pretty good. It's pretty alright. Kind of sucks we suffered our first loss, but I also got like ridiculously lucky the other day as well. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. That stuff really does help my channel out. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye, my friends.